Hello, students of German. I am Dr. Dettinger, and this is an overview of some grammatical points from this chapter. And what we're going to do, this is from Welten 1. Okay, so your chapter 1, Welten 1. And we're just going to go over some overview of some nouns. So that in the book, it discusses Wortarten, so the different types of grammar elements that you'll come across, different types of words. Primarily right now we're focusing on nouns and some of their the different genders, masculine, feminine, neuter, plural, some personal pronouns associated with those, as well as some basic verb conjugation. We may not get to the verb conjugation in this one, but that will certainly be another video for you to watch. So nouns as just a basic description are always referred to a person, place, or a thing. German nouns are always capitalized. Okay, for example, das Buch. Okay, notice that the article das isn't capitalized here. Now, if you're starting a sentence, then capitalize this. But if it's inserted in the middle of a sentence, for instance, ich lese das Buch, I read the book, the B in Buch is always going to be capitalized, no matter what. So please always do that. There's three features: gender of nouns, masculine, feminine, and neuter. There's also plural, so we have associated with number here, singular or plural. And then there's also case. Now, right now, we're going to be focusing mostly on the nominative, which is the subject of the sentence. But in German, there are four cases. So that would be nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. And then the articles associated are always going to be definite or indefinite. Mainly the versus a. Definite being the, indefinite being a or an. Okay, so having a look at some of these, masculine example, der Mann, neuter, das Buch, feminine, die Frau, plural, I did the plural of book, which is books, die Bücher. Okay, plurals we'll get to here in a little while, but just to show you this little table, der, das, die, okay, all meaning the. So my biggest pointer would be, I have an attachment for what are some of the basics for identifying gender, but at this point it's really going to be a memorization. Our indefinite articles: ein Mann, ein Buch, eine Frau. Plural, you don't have an indefinite article. It just doesn't work. You can't say a books. Okay, so ein, and eine. I'm going to keep this somewhat short, but you'll always have this as reference. The actual PowerPoint is loaded also in Moodle if you need to go through this a little bit more slowly. Negating, so kein Mann, kein Buch, keine Frau, keine Bücher, meaning no, right? Das ist kein Mann, that's not a man. Das ist ein Buch, that's a book, for instance. Okay, this is one way to negate. Usually you use the word kein, which, by the way, is always going to match the indefinite article. Masculine, ein, kein, neuter, ein, kein, feminine, eine, keine. Okay? Usually you use the word nicht to negate an action, right? Like if you're going to the movies, ich gehe ins Kino, or if you're not going to the movies, ich gehe nicht ins Kino. Right? I wouldn't use kein there. I would use kein mostly with, let's say, a noun. If I didn't have something, right? Ich habe kein Geld. I don't have any money. Looking at some of the pronouns here, we have the singulars listed on the left. Ich, du. This is all also in your textbook. Ich and du, I and you, right? Then we have sie. So we have two second persons there, du and sie. The familiar du we're going to use with our friends. Best friends, close friends, family, right? Sie is more formal. This is going to be the nice elderly woman who lives next door, or your professor, or your doctor, boss, etc. Third person as yes, he, she, and it. And then our plurals, wir, ihr. Okay, this ihr is kind of odd for the German learner. So think of it this way. It would be you guys if you're from Ohio, like myself, or if you're from Louisiana, this is your y'all. Okay, that's ihr. And then Z can be used with the capital S. Notice that can be used in the formal if you're talking to more or one professor or doctor, etc. And then we have the other Z, which means they. Pronouns. So learning how to use the word it. Okay? If it's der Student, der Tisch, the way to say it is Okay? This can also be he, right? He is intelligent. Der Student ist intelligent. Ist intelligent. Der Tisch ist braun. Ist braun. Okay? The Tisch is brown. The table is brown. It is brown, etc. Das, es, die, sie. I'm going to stop it there because we're getting close to the 6-minute mark. So we will continue with the next video after this. Danke. Tschüss.